Guys, we're back with another video on the channel, and today we have a class setup for the HOLGER-26. Before we get into the attachments, I need you guys all to hit that like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Let's get to 20 likes on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Also, before we start, make sure to comment down below if you guys decided to download Modern Warfare 2 campaign or not, and if you did, let me know how you like it, man. I've heard some pretty good stuff about it, but I also heard some stuff they changed, like different, like little small things that they changed that kind of like a little bit different than the normal campaign. But make sure to let me know, like I said, down below what you guys think about the new campaign and whether you wanted multiplayer or not. Anything really about Modern Warfare 2, make sure to leave in the comment section. I'm interested in your guys' thoughts on that. Anyways, without further ado, man, let's get right into the attachments. HOLGER-26, man, very underrated LMG, and the class setup that I rock, class setup that I've always found to be the most successful, is a monolithic suppressor, the Commando foregrip, the Viper reflex sight, or really any reflex sight for that matter. The iron sights are kind of weird, but if you do get used to iron sights, maybe you can like it, but I personally just like to throw a sight on it. It's a lot easier for me. No stock, being an LMG, man, even like a faster paced LMG, I wanted to make it as quick as possible, and this allows me to dominate in those up close and medium range gunfights, like I'll talk about later in the gameplay. The no stock is a huge upgrade that you're gonna need for this gun. Also, as you guys know, man, stippled grip tape, ADS speed, sprint to fire speed. You already know the vibes there, man. I always rock this on every single one of my class setups. It's important. Anyways, guys, this class setup is made for faster paced gameplay. Being an LMG, an AR style LMG, I like to use it as an AR, really, and I just run around with it. This class setup allows me to do so, kill all those people up in your face, as well as those medium to long range people as well. To finish off the class setup, man, a 357, 357, whatever the hell you want to call it, man. Shotgun pistols, you already know the vibes, man. Akimbo, it's an easy choice there, man. Scavenger, hardline shrapnel. Classic perks that I always run, and Claymore, and then Stim Shot. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching the video so far. Make sure that like button before we go into the next part, man, and I'll see you guys over in the gameplay where I do the pros and cons and the breakdown of the Holger, man. Alright, guys, before we get into the pros and cons of the Holger, like I always do in these videos, I want to quickly say in today's gameplay, it is a very long time ago. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this gameplay was the season when the Holger came out, and it was in the beginning of the season. I don't even think I was level 155 yet in this gameplay, so it was at least over 3 months ago, and it was a long ass time ago, and I just found my clips, going through my old clips and stuff. I finally found this, and I decided that it was time to upload it, man. So in today's gameplay, we drop a nuke with the HOLGER-26 LMG, and then we choke another nuke in the same gameplay. We go on like another 22 gun streak the next life after I dropped the first nuke, and I was just going absolutely crazy, man. I was here on farmland, man. It was back when the B spawned window was still all set up, and I was just posted up in the building, spawn trapping them, sitting on a B building, and I was just shitting on everybody, man. That's today's gameplay, man. Hope you guys do enjoy. Hope you guys do stick around. And without further ado, man, let's get right into the attachments, or not the attachments, the pros and cons of the Holger, man. First off, pros. Holger is a very underrated gun in this game. You will never ever see anybody using this gun, and if you do, it's not likely that you know that's gonna be a good player, bro. I'm not gonna lie, not too many good players gonna be using this gun, man. It's very underrated, but in my opinion, it's one of my favorite guns to use, one of my favorite guns to just throw on sometimes and just go off with it. It's more of an assault rifle to me than an LMG. The damage on it's more assault rifle like compared to LMG, and the movement speed and everything like that is more like an assault rifle, but it is an LMG class, I think, because of that 100 bullet clip. And it's very comparable to a Kilo, I'd say. That's what I would compare it to, is a Kilo. It's a very comparable gun to that. It's got, for damage, man, far range, it's not really the best. Medium range and short range is where you're going to absolutely dominate with this gun. It'll be like a 4 or 5 bullet kill, which isn't too bad when you got 100 bullets in the clip. The fire rate is really high. The ADS speed, sprint to fire speed is really high, being an LMG, so that's where it's going to come in handy at those medium to short range gunfights. And as well as that, 100 bullets in a clip can get a lot of kills when you're up close in the enemy's face, picking them off one by one. And it's pretty easy. After you get the handle of the gun, after you get the hang of the damage and all that good stuff on the gun just becomes natural to you, and it's just a really fun, easy gun to use, and I really do enjoy you throwing it on sometimes and having some fun. Some negatives of the gun is sometimes the recoil does get out of hand, especially when you're going in those longer range gunfights, is where you're going to find yourself losing them because the recoil does get out of hand. It's not that it has a lot of vertical recoil, horizontal recoil, but it just shakes a lot, man. You'll be aiming at the guy and your sight will just shake around the enemy, and you really won't be able to get the full, like, it'll be really hard to hit all your shots, and that's kind of where the gun kind of falls off at that longer range distances. Plus, with the lower damage at range, missing those shots is really going to hurt you in the gunfights, and that's really what causes you to lose in the end. At the end of the day, another negative is for some reason it's like inconsistent. Sometimes, I swear to God, you'll be 2-bulleting, 3-bulleting people. Other times, you'll sit there and you will just like shoot bullet after bullet after bullet, and the enemies won't die. So I don't really know the deal with that gun specifically, but sometimes when you get in the vibe, when you get up to close to enemies' faces, stuff like that, like I'm doing right here, man, I'm just going off with it, showing them who's boss. Nobody even gets a chance against me, bro. I just slap everybody. Like I said, I'm in this close quarters house with the LMG. I'm just holding it down, killing everybody in sight, and it's just really easy, man. It really is. That's pretty much it for the pros and cons and the breakdown of the gun. But if you guys made this far the video, make sure to comment hashtag HOLGER-26 in the comment section. It'd be greatly appreciated. It's kind of nice to gauge who really watches all the way through the videos. So I really do appreciate you guys' support. If you guys made it this far, man, it really does mean a lot. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of this gameplay. Like I said, I do go on like another 22, 25 kill streak, so I hope you guys do enjoy that. Anyways, guys, see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya.